Yuvika and Hiteshi. They are students from classes 11 and 12 leading the march. Arya 9C. The color green, a very dominant color in nature that makes you think of growth. Think of nature and see the incredible. Green evokes a feeling of abundance and is associated with refreshment. The house mistress is Veena Raina ma'am. Following up is William House in yellow color led by Geet Pahwa 9B and Prabjot Singh 9F. The color that symbolizes optimism, energy, joy, happiness and friendship. The house is led by Mrs. Suman Bala. Next in sky blue color is Gordon House led by Sara Munjal 9B and Arhan Saha 9D. This color represents both the sky and the sea and is always associated with open spaces, freedom, imagination, inspiration and sensitivity. And the Gordon House in charge is Mrs. Latika Kheda. Comes in next is deep blue color, George House. Is led by Kritika 9E and Harshit of 9A. This dark blue color represents knowledge, power, integrity and seriousness in whatever efforts you put in your life. Is the deep blue color, George House. And the house master, Mr. Puneet Goyal. Coming up next is Purple House. Is Peter House, led by Jasmeet of 9C and Levak of 9E. The color purple is often associated with royalty, nobility, luxury. Can we hear for all your children of classes 8 and 9 marching in beautiful colors? Please put your hands together for all these kids. There we go with the red house, Paul House, led by Radhika 9F and Sartaj Shah of 9D. This lovely color has different cultures including life, health, vigor, war, courage, anger, love. Next is Orange House, is Mark House, led by Vanshika Dogra 9D and Vaibhav of 9B, associated with spiritual practices, meditation, compassion, joy, warmth. And last but not the least is Magenta House. It's Valentine House, led by Dhanya of 9B and Prabnur Singh 9A. House mistress is Mrs. Avantika Bhaskar. This color magenta is color of universal harmony, its own significance, its own importance. So as our students of classes 8 and 9 along with senior cabinet of classes 11 and 12 march in front of you, I request all of you to just motivate them with your round of applause. We have over 450 kids here in front of you from classes 8 and 9, all ready to take part in various races and fun-filled events lined up today. The house mistress of Andrew House, Mrs. Veena Raina, Mrs. Suman Bala, Mrs. Latika Kheda. George House, Mr. Puneet Goyal. Peter House, Mrs. Veena Benjwal. Paul House, Mrs. Taruna Khanna. Mark House, Mr. Amanjot Singh. And Valentine House is led by Mrs. Avantika Bhaskar. Andrew House in green and Valentine House makes an exit, followed by William House in yellow and Mark House in orange. Followed by the sky blue color, that's Gordon House taking an exit, and the Paul House in red. For the last event, audience, 5-leg race for boys of class 9. 8 different houses. Is to go together with your friends, not alone. It looks easy, it's not easy. Wonderfully done.